Okay, I'd like to call this regular Board of Trustees meeting to order. First order of business, pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Consideration of any changes, additions, or removal to the agenda.
Eric, can you hear anything?
No.
I don't have any.
Okay,
You can't hear anything?
Do we wait a
we
second?
have no sound?
Eric, check.
Yeah, tell Eric to check his sound.
Can you hear us now, Eric?
Do you have his volume on?
Tess, anything?
I can go get my laptop and log in if you have to.
I know I should do that, shouldn't I?
No sound at all.
I never bring mine.
Not even the room noise.
Alright, I'm gonna go get my laptop and I'll log in.
Tess?
Not even room noise. Okay, when he comes on, say, agenda item number 16?
Yes. Time to recess. We'll recess this hearing now.
We're not gonna sit here and wait until she figures that out, are we?
Probably
Give her a
have,
couple
We serve
minutes.
at the pleasure.
probably have to legally because we allow Zoom.
Hey,
If they want to do that.
no work? Erin's getting her laptop.
At least she's trying it out.
Who's Sean? Oh, that's Sean Lee.
Who's that? How do I know? Do I know?
Well, we can
It's
do
61.
number 3,
Oh.
I think. Approval of previous minutes.
Okay, I just had a question, and it's not you.
What page?
On page 3, it might be me, and since Ron is here, it will really help me. But it just says the trackless can plow.
Wait a minute, what number?
C,
C.
not 9.
Is it working?
So number 9,
Yep,
No.
and then letter C.
C.
The trackless can plow, is that a thing? I don't know what a trackless is. Was it a truck?
No, that's
Oh, wait.
the sidewalk.
Oh, I didn't know it's called
Sidewalk.
that. That's why I asked you. I didn't know the name.
Yeah.
I didn't know. That's all.
That's
Thank you.
okay.
So no
Okay. So
complaints at all.
there's nothing.
The
Okay.
only one I had is
Oh.
just on F. Bob Brandt said it, we put just a if. That's all. The rest is perfect.
X.
Thank you. I didn't know what a trackless was. That's why I wrote for it.
F.
That's all. And I'd like to make a motion to approve them in that slight correction.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No, we have no sound. I can't ask for comments from citizens.
I can't.
Do the allocation.
We can
Well, no,
also
'cause
move it
somebody's
to
on
the
there
bottom
for-
of the meeting.
Somebody's on there for the allocation for that, Sean.
Oh, that's,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
yeah. It's on B. 61 Pleasant?
They can communicate via chat, correct?
Mhm.
And
Yeah, but
they
they
just
can't-
can't hear us? Is that the only issue?
She's fixing it.
Yeah, they can chat, they can't hear anything.
Okay, so maybe we can just type in the chat that we are on agenda item 3.
Or, I can also get Zoom on my laptop and just have the sound.
That would be great
Just give me
too.
a second, it's taking my.
Oh, that's
computer
great.
slow.
Yeah, agenda item 3. I'm sorry, agenda item 5 is what we're on, 5A.
No, 4. We have it to the comments from
Now we push
citizens.
it back so we can
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
give comments.
Yeah, you said that.
We'll bring it up if we can get
Mm-hmm.
sound.
What agenda item?
5?
Agenda 5.
5?
A, 5A.
You bring in a sign language.
A sign language interpreter.
Okay, Aaron has
Bring
joined the
sign
meeting.
language.
Aaron.
I like that,
can you
the
hear
sign
us?
language.
Can you hear us, Eric?
Yeah, there's a big echo, but it's fine.
Okay, great. We are on agenda item 5A, 12 Commonwealth.
Okay, allocation and review and possibly approve. A, 12 Commonwealth Avenue currently is a 3-unit. Unit 1, 2-bedroom. Unit 2, 3 bedrooms. Unit 3, 3 bedrooms. They would like to add 1 additional bedroom to Unit 3, making it a 4-bedroom.
I just wanted to, I know I've done this before, but I think it came to us only because it got sold. It's been advertised for years at the higher rate, and this happens a lot on this board, and I've made it kind of my thing since I've been here, I think, because it really bothers me. But I feel like every time we do this, we're just like putting a Band-Aid on something, and they've already theft of services is what it is. They've taken our services for free, and then when they sell, and I'm not blaming the buyer, I'm blaming the seller, because they know that they've done that. And if you look on Zillow, which I did, they've been renting it out like that for years on that amount of bedrooms.
Wait,
Yeah.
has how many?
They picked, well, I can't get the number of years, I just
Unit
went
3 is
back
No,
as far.
they-
At what they're asking for. They have already been renting at that, they sold it at that rate. And I know it probably came into the zoning of the town, I've asked them before that. And they really have, they've taken our services from us.
It'd be my understanding, Ms. Ladd, that if we were to enact some sort of rental registry, that would help mitigate the problem as described.
Absolutely. The short-term rental registry would mitigate a handful of items.
So modernization is the key.
Yep, absolutely. So some of the online permit systems I've looked at also include a short-term rental registry where they have software that will scan not only Airbnb, it will scan VRBO, every single short-term rental registry out there, and it will highlight it, bring it, like, it's really quite comprehensive, and I'm more than happy to do some kind of presentation, special meeting with what these programs offer before we execute it, but it is something that we are working on again.
Thank you.
And not that it has to even tie into sewer allocations, but it would identify if they're advertising it as a bedroom that they're not currently hooked up to. Okay, thank you, Ms. Nicole, for speaking on that.
Having said that, I think I need to make a motion to approve what's already there, because we need the money, I think, too.
Yep.
So I'll make a motion that we approve the added bedroom on 12 Commonwealth Avenue.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor? Any more discussion?
Yes, sir.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, 61 Pleasant Street would like to add additional unit with additional, is this a typo, 12 bedrooms?
No, that's additional. That's
Additional.
that L is
Additional,
what's
okay.
shortened.
2
yeah.
bedrooms, okay.
Apostrophe L.
To the already existing unit, 2-unit, 3-bedroom home.
So it looks like they're doing a carve out, another unit.
There's a little bit of an overview here that Aaron can.
So for both of these applications, this was picked up during a Bianchi title search. So for this specific property, 61 Pleasant Street, they received conditional use approval in 2009 after receiving a notice of violation for a third apartment unit. So the Development Review Board approved the third apartment unit back in 2009. However, they never went and got their water sewer allocations for that extra unit. Since 2009, the current owner purchased it in 2018. It wasn't picked up then either. They were operating with 3 apartment units. The third apartment unit has 2 bedrooms in it. And so they were paying for 2 apartment units with 1 to 3 bedrooms on their utility bill, and we're not paying for the third unit. So we have, at the manager's office, Diane has come up with a number of what they're gonna back owe us from the new ownership of 2018. And as part of getting the water allocation, which we got from the Water Commission, they approved it, we still need to get the sewer allocation as well, which is why we're here at the trustees. And Sean, the current owner, he's been working with me every single day to try to resolve this. He is very eager to resolve this, and they are hoping to close on the property by the end of the week. Unfortunately, they just need to let the property go at this time. So, but he has been working with me every single day, so.
Based on that, I'll make a motion to approve.
Can we make the motion contingent on the,
2018 back bill,
yeah, back bill, because we don't want to say it's approved.
similar to what?
Well, they have to
happened
go
with
through the Water
Water
Commission.
Commission.
They
I
already
understand that,
did
but our
everything.
sewer side, we need to
Sewer
make
side.
sure we do
Yep.
that. I'm sorry. I know that's hard to
I got
worry
it.
about,
So
thank you.
motion to approve, and then said with contingent upon 2018 back billing, is what you
That's
said.
perfect,
Mhm.
perfect.
Can I, before
ahead.
it's formally closed, I just want to ask that you give Penny the ability to move this forward without having to come back to the village trustees to get the allocation for the sewer. Just understand what we're working on, similar to what the Water Commission gave us. You said, yes, let the town manager handle it from here on out, just because there is a time constraint associated with this. And the owner has been working with me every day to make sure that this is resolved. So this is the
So
last stop.
we have to vote on the original one and then make an amendment? Is
But
that
he has his
correct?
hand up.
I believe it'll just be approved.
He has his hand up, Sean.
Go ahead, Sean.
Sorry. Yeah, this is Sean. Just, like I said, I understand things got lost in the case. We have never used the third unit because we were aware that it wasn't rentable. Now that obviously we're looking for, we're eager to just resolve this any way possible. We have buyers lined up and we were hoping to close mid-December, but obviously all these issues have caused delay. We are, I've been working with Erin every day of just trying to do whatever's necessary on my end just to get this resolved because the buyers are very eager to purchase the property and, we are just trying to move on from it. Mainly because I have a newborn, so I'm just trying to handle that stuff right now. So, anything that could move this forward, I would really appreciate it.
I think it's great to have Diane settle up whatever
Great.
we do.
Yep.
You have the contingency on that. I think the motion stands. You have full jurisdiction based on the motion, I believe, to handle it
Well, she
further.
did not mention it. The motion as it stands is,
Approval.
the motion contingent on the 28 back billing. And then Erin asked if it would be contingent on, give Penny the ability to move forward. But she can't make a motion.
I believe Penny would already have the ability to move forward because we've approved it based on the contingency. So my understanding is you would already have authority based on the approval that we've given here tonight on that contingency. Does that make sense?
I'm just implementing it.
It's,
Yeah.
is it a problem to add that?
No.
I don't mind adding that to my motion at all, as long as it's clear, it makes it more cleared up.
Ms. Wu will take the stick and carry it to the touchdown.
I am not putting that in the minutes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Come on.
Thank you, Sean, for
Thank you,
bringing that
Sean.
to us.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Diane.
Back to me. Have to come.
Department head reports. Don't you love that? Yes.
I think you have
I do.
highway and you have sewer in here.
That's gotta be a typo though.
Thank Joe for putting in last year's. We want that.
Is that a
Yeah,
typo, that
something.
second paragraph there? 7,000 versus 49,000?
I don't know if that, I don't.
Oh, yeah, that'd be odd.
I mean, it is large, and I looked at that.
You think that's a typo?
So-
Could it be
Could-
70,000? That would be
Could be 7.
historic,
It could just be how they
how they should.
build up the storage and ship it.
And then the top-
Do you have any idea?
Yeah.
It says he shipped 7,000 gallons of sludge last year and 49,000 gallons this year
Opposite.
in December.
Could have been 4,900 gallons last December.
That could be.
Oh, I'm sorry, to help you?
50,000 gallons is a lot.
We're just wondering.
Oh,
That's just what
We're on
I-
that, just to
Didn't ship
figure it
that
out.
much.
Yeah.
Okay. So that number's wrong, but
We're just
That's great
questioning
to
that.
have that.
I think that's good. So how much more flood cleanup do we have, Ron? We're still doing that.
Well, that's just left in there. We're still not done out back yet, but that'll be next
Just,
summer.
just clean it up when you get a chance.
Thank you, department heads.
Have we had any complaints about the Prospect Street? Because everybody's really happy there. I haven't had any either.
You put the blockade up? Great.
Yep.
And the one resident, the one full-time resident, she was happy with it.
Yep.
I just wanted to make,
I got a couple calls at the garage and they're all happy.
that's why I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
It's a much better bet.
Yeah. Aged receivable report.
Starting to get healthy.
A little bit. Well, it's because of new building.
I just look at the 120 over.
Me too, because I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I'm on there, what we pay every,
Close to 41,000 for sewer, over 120, and close to 12,000 for water.
Do you know what is being done with people, or property owners, I should say, that are paying off their water bill knowing that the water could get shut off, but then I see an outstanding sewer bill?
I don't know how that works.
Last time we discussed this was with your predecessor, Mr. McNamara, and he was gonna reach out to some folks as kind of a last ditch, before we start issuing liens.
I have not gone through this packet with the focus on sewer. I did go through the water packet. It would be good to
You can
kind of
keep it.
cross-reference both. I guess both numbers are in there, but I focused primarily on water, and then talked with Diane about devising a plan to either make phone calls or sending out letters
I think,
for those that, because we have some that are over 120 days and they have payment plans,
yes,
and they're paying slowly, and then we have others that are under a payment plan but have not paid.
I'm gonna use one as just a reference point.
Okay?
Over 120 days is $11,572.78. There needs to be a lien placed on that
I saw that one
particular
too.
property, I think.
I
It
saw
looks like their
that.
water's been paid off, but their sewer still outstanding. I am on page 35.
I want to give it to Leisha, so she'd have it
It's
35
about
here
a
and here.
little under halfway.
It's on 35, hold on. I took all of her.
Sewer's at 11,000,
That's what I agreed.
572.
Yeah.
Yep.
With a total outstanding of almost 13,500. So, obviously I don't necessarily like the government coming in and putting liens on properties, but when your theft of services, into the tens of thousands of dollars, you kind of have to do something.
35 here.
I agree.
I don't know. I don't have what you're talking about, and I can't find any numbers.
Lish is at the top right
I
of
don't have
page
that.
35,
Page 35,
then it's a little over halfway down.
halfway down.
You'll see it on the over 120 column,
Okay, I'm
11,000
looking. Oh, okay,
13,434.
of the total.
okay, 13,000. So, it's total.
And I just use that as an example.
I'm not gonna-
That's a large one.
That's a good example to use.
That is definitely
Illustrative.
one that,
But at some point, that does become, like you said with the last thing, a theft of service.
mhm.
And I directed Mr. McNamara, and I guess I would say to you too, is my understanding is, folks own their house and there's some over 120s. Businesses are kind of a different story. If you're a business doing business and you have an outstanding water bill, it's treated, in my opinion, as a little bit more serious of a violation than a homeowner.
They're not even making an effort with that.
Well, that particular example.
Yeah.
But their water's paid up.
This
Don't
one is
know
the
anything on
most.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause you can't shut the sewer off.
Yeah, you really can't.
Put a lien on the house though,
Yep.
which we don't want to do, but certain things. All right.
Okay. Review and possibly approve Sons of American Legion coin drop fundraiser.
Wait, I have one we missed. The sewer
One more.
abatement. Number 8.
We got
Where's the number 8?
Oh, right.
Oh, sorry.
No, okay.
I missed one. Review and possibly approve Trailside number 07C sewer abatement.
Email in your packet.
This is the unfortunate one that
Yeah.
went down a couple years ago.
Yeah. Thank you, Justin. Any feelings?
Well, I don't believe they've been using the service, so
No,
I
I
would make a
think-
motion to approve the abatement request.
Just make sure it's not the one that you just highlighted. It's $13,000 outstanding.
That one was in a
this
different
one, yep.
condominium complex. Yep.
Chemo and Scott.
Is it on the list, or that one?
Right.
Who's seconding?
I'm curious to know.
I'm sorry, I was just looking to see if this person was on the list of,
Oh, I'm sure they're in there somewhere.
so you just need a second.
Yeah.
I'll second that, sorry.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, I did miss that.
That's what I'm here for.
Um,
Yeah.
Okay, now we will review and possibly approve Sons of American Legion coin drop fundraiser.
I think this is something they do annually.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve. It's a great event.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Review and possibly approve farmer's market for 26 and 28, 3-year.
So recall, we had this on the agenda in December. We did not have approve, possibly approve. And I spoke with Emma, who has submitted the letter and leads the Ludlow Farmers Market. She had a conflict tonight. She would like to be considered. The letter's here. When we discussed this back in December, you had asked me to talk to Mr. Ellison about the parking situation. I did speak to Mr. Ellison. If it were up to him, he would not have the farmer's market on Depot. His legal access is off of Depot, and for 20 Sundays out of the summer, that is tied up. So he wanted to ask, instead of a 3-year permit, could the trustees consider year by year?
I think that's a fair request. I think he had valid concerns. Hadn't realized at that time that that's not public property that we drive on every day. You know, where
Right across the street.
right across the street.
To the bank.
I never realized that wasn't, I thought that was like a public right-of-way, and it's not. They could literally shut it down. And that was kind of his fear. I wouldn't have a problem if we did it.
I personally, I wasn't sure about a 3-year stint. I was thinking maybe a 2, but if you want to go 1, that's also okay with me. I just thought if something happened and we already approved for 3 years, it'd be harder to stop that.
I think that seems fair.
My thought.
I think
I
it's
think that's
fair.
a good point.
I'll make a motion that we approve a 1-year for the Ludlow Farmers Market for 2026.
Second that motion.
Okay. All in favor? Any more discussion, I guess?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Review and sign previously approved Vermont Clean Water State Revolving Fund.
This was essentially a grant that was awarded to Ludlow to hire A&E engineering firm to basically conduct a wastewater treatment facility flood study. And it was completed in October 2024. If you are wanting to read that study, it's
You like
300
that
pages.
stuff, Justin?
Yeah.
I'm almost through it.
Good daily morning read.
So, this project will help inform, obviously, a future wastewater treatment facility. It is for $62,600. And if the trustees would like to approve this, I would like to request your signatures tonight so that we
Cool.
can.
And this has already been approved, and it's a 0% interest rate. Is it guaranteed reimbursable?
It's actually, I call it a grant, even though it does say loan agreement, because Bob and I were just looking at this terminology. It basically is reimbursable.
There's no repayment schedule for this loan.
God, we just had that. Yep. No repayment schedule for this loan principal forgiveness are equal.
It's an important study too.
Mhm.
Looking for a signature.
Approval?
We already approved it, or,
Review and sign?
We approved the study.
You approve the study?
yeah, I guess we
We're
should
receiving-
approve to sign. We approved the study.
Mhm.
Do you need a motion?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll make a motion that we approve the study
second.
And sign.
And sign.
and sign.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I believe this might only require your signature, Mr. Brown.
She thought it was all of us.
Sometimes all of us.
I think here, the village, the last page is all of us.
ready?
No.
When does this one go into the printers? Same day?
We need everything. Oh, this one. There are pieces that we,
So our annual meeting's a couple weeks later.
right. The town's on the end, at the end of this week, and this will be next week or the week after.
Okay.
So, we're hot on the heels. I know, this thing.
There is. Yeah. Don't worry, I marked it up really good, this first copy for
It
you.
looks like it.
Next page.
I don't say that one at all. Remember what your doppelganger said?
Oh, yeah.
Right, the select board had.
Yeah, that's right.
That just you.
Miss Wu want accurate numbers.
You're lucky, I just so happen to have an extra copy of the select board one when I was comparing all these, so I got my true breadth of numbers.
Boy.
There you go.
All right, thank you.
Trustees?
Review and discuss and approve, possibly approve fiscal year 27 village budget. Well, I looked it over pretty good. I don't see very much of it we can change. Salaries, taxes, insurances.
A bunch of stuff out of our control. Yeah. I have a couple questions. Under the administration, we'll start with the first page.
Mhm.
I wasn't on, forgive me, I just have to ask the question. I wasn't on the hiring of the municipal manager. Is this number an agreed upon rate to coincide? Or is that independently struck between the trustees?
That first, you're looking at manager under administration.
Yes.
That is for the office manager.
Office manager, thank you. Okay.
Yep. I
And
believe my salary falls under, because I have that same question, under, it's further in here. Under page 8.
under page 8, wastewater?
Office administration stipend.
You have a different cut than I do. I
No,
think.
40,000 is apparently where they,
What's it under?
Office administration, right here.
Office administration stipend. That's you,
that
under
is-
wastewater.
That is I've been told that is the municipal manager.
Why is,
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
now, one question, well, It's-
I don't know, you
it's,
guys tell me, it was under actuals from the
That's-
3 years
She's-
before I was
three-
here.
That's part
It's
of
happened
the
to-
3/5, right? Or,
Yes, we kick in to the salary, of course.
right,
But I think that that line item should be under administration, not wastewater. Because that is, I mean, you're like affiliated with the wastewater, sure, but I don't know if you're like,
totally
No.
paid by them.
yeah, I don't know, that kind of skews their budget a little bit, I think. Okay, well, let's keep
You
Is
wanna
that
move
where
that
it's
over?
always been?
I would put that under
Yeah.
administration in my dead reckoning, but that's just my opinion.
Look at your actuals.
Why is,
Yeah, your actuals are
Yeah.
dead on.
why is
So, I
that
mean-
one highlighted?
Because I had a question on that too.
Yeah, probably the
Like,
drawing.
what is, like, no, what is this? That's what I had said
Yeah.
to
Yeah, 'cause I got a couple highlights there.
a
Okay.
couple of folks, and that's what was, because I was like, huh, 40,000. Well,
I don't know about you guys, but I would rather see it moved into administration, but that's just me. Well, let's keep going. We have a
Okay.
manager,
Yep.
we have clerks and recording secretary, and we have village officers. I don't know what a village officer is. Is that part of the PD?
That's us, isn't it?
Yeah, it's you.
That's us.
The village officers, the trustees, are at 19,000
No.
Shouldn't
a
be.
year?
Yeah,
You guys owe me some back pay because I haven't been getting nearly as much as I'm worth.
That I don't know.
All right. So,
I did have a question, what is this?
yeah, me too.
On my.
Well, your actuals were, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
14,000 and 18,500.
It's a 35% increase. I don't know what it is. We're also, the manager's got a 25% increase, which is fine if the numbers are justifiable. I just don't know what they are. And do you guys want consensus, or should we keep the town manager's pay under wastewater?
It's been there for 3 years, huh? It says.
I think it should be administration.
I think it should be too, and I know that's gonna maybe,
Not that it's probably always been there, we
It's
never
been there
picked
for-
it up,
yeah.
but
I think it should be reallocated under administration.
I don't know if they moved over there, it's just been there.
Okay.
because I kind of think you're in charge of all these people, not just the sewer plant.
Just gonna move her office down there. In the
about right.
Springs building.
No.
That's about right.
You can't leave us.
Ms. Wu, I know you just stepped into this role. A question is computers. I see actuals in '24 of 179, then I see actuals in '25 of 1,400, and then I see an increase this year of 100% from 500 to 1,000. Do we have a specific use, or was that number just kind of recommended?
This, I'm under the impression that computer is our IT contract. And so that's.
Cloud services and things?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the company's name.
It's like
SimQuest,
Oracle
I
or
think.
SimQuest or one of
I
those?
think it's SimQuest.
Okay.
And so you see that throughout the town. That was kind of riddled throughout the town budget, and in here as well.
This is going to parlay into my next question.
Parlay?
If we're doing that on software or cloud computing services, that should be the name, because computer to me is hardware, which
I know.
we can get to in a second under planning. But I think that's a semantical thing, but it does kind of mean a lot to, people looking at the budget, I suppose.
Yep. Agree, thank you.
My last thing for administration.
Parlay away.
Beautification. Love it, actually. I was going to recommend it should be more than 500 because I don't know what the beautification goes towards, but I think we could have we already do, a really nice, robust little downtown. I don't know what it's spent on.
Is that for in here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at
We
your
don't know.
actuals, I need to pull the, I need to ask Diane to pull that in terms of.
Yeah, because you haven't used it, they haven't used it.
Yeah,
Right,
and I don't. It expires, so it's not a general fund or anything.
Mhm.
It doesn't roll over. But it would be nice to maybe
Hmm.
increase it and allocate it, or scrub it all together and say we don't have a
Mhm.
use for it.
Good.
One more question on this, not that page specifically, but, so we have these questions, how long do we have to approve this, our budget?
Couple weeks.
Yeah, a couple
2
weeks.
Yeah, it's not like a tonight thing. Administration
Well, it means we
revenue.
gotta meet again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ludlow Electric Pilot. What is
What
that?
page you on?
Page 2.
Next page.
Just under revenue and administration. Is that paid from the PUC?
Pilot, I don't know, $100.
I don't know what the pilot program
Ludlow
is,
Electric
which
Pilot.
has not been used, there's another one. But it looks like you've taken that out.
We've taken that out because we put that in the it was in the 24 budget, it was in the 25 budget, and it's never been used.
And
And I would,
so we don't know what the
I do not
electric
know what-
pilot is?
I do not know what the PILOT stands for.
The Ludlow Electric Pilot looks like the actual in '25 was $26,104.70. the budget is $26,105. So I just don't know what it is, but it would, I guess, help to maybe, is it a negotiable deal? Is it a, yeah.
Oh, you're on Ludlow Electric Pilot, not
Yeah,
the
that's-
pilot
Yeah.
group.
Yeah, Ludlow
Gotcha,
Electric
gotcha,
Pilot,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's down
Mhm.
almost $3,000.
Which one is that now?
Just this one, this below pilot
Okay.
program, the Ludlow Electric Pilot.
Heads up.
Almost saved it. Next.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And
Oh, Eric.
Eric, what is that?
Payment in lieu of tax.
Ludlow Electric payment in lieu of taxes.
Ah.
Ludlow Electric payment in lieu of taxes.
Oh.
So they're reimbursing their tax liability
They
of
pay
26?
us.
So who negotiates that?
Electric Rate
sets that?
Commissioner? Electric Rate Commissioner, so.
If we have to approve it on our budget, I want to know a little bit more about it.
Well, it's a revenue, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but the revenue's going down, and I don't know if that's on our, I don't know who decided that, I guess is
Yeah.
my question. Village budget, wastewater office administration of 40,000. Is that you again? Are you
Which
showing
one
up
is
there?
that?
Under administration revenue still, village budget, wastewater office admin.
So you
Got
took
it.
it out on the,
But it's a revenue, it
Pretty
looks
good
like.
revenue.
you may pay it back.
You're working for free?
Feels like it. Jesus. Never had 12 bosses before.
I would imagine
Put
that's
that
just
in
a
the notes,
typo.
please.
I don't know. I would, I don't know.
So I had a question on miscellaneous. Budgets for $500, and in 2025, the actual was 50,600, do you know? Oh, flood?
Would be my guess, because 2025 kind
Yeah,
of saw
yeah.
a lot of those numbers.
Just that was a big,
Yeah. It's worthy of an ask, yeah, for sure.
No, the flood was 2023, so we're then fiscal year 2024.
We're still getting money back.
Depends.
Still getting
There's
money.
like, yeah, there's
that
some,
could have
Thanks.
been
We waited to get-
FEMA's delay.
Yeah, the FEMA had a warrant.
Right, Ron?
Providing
Eric has,
all the answers.
Eric, come on up to the table.
Yeah,
That's what we said,
maybe
we said it was
FEMA
a
reimbursement.
Yeah.
We had said that.
We have about $1 million that we're waiting on from.
still, yeah.
Mhm. And that has come through loud and clear from the auditors,
Yeah.
that we need to kind of, I need to work on that.
So I have a question for you, Ms. Wu. We're going into planning under my questioning, which is page 3. How do, I guess, how did the, and maybe this is a question for Ms. Ladd too, how do you guys direct the increases in salaries and payments and divvying up how much the village increases versus how much the select board increases, or where goes where, kind of sharing the budgets, so to speak? Just a general question, I guess.
And how it splits between town and village.
Yeah.
And then water and sewer, or sewer, I guess. That's an interesting question. When I asked that question, because I would have assumed that you would have it in your bylaws somewhere, it's always been done, a split of 65, 35,
Yep.
and then the rest is made up from.
We should probably get that somewhere dialed into our bylaws, especially in the merger. And I'm just using this as an example because this is one of the cross budgets. A 34% increase in director. what is the increase in the town? I have the town number here, but if I put it together, I don't know if that's a 65-30, 35 split, based on my figures.
I don't know. I hope this is the last time I have to do town and village.
Me too, I was thinking that today.
Come on, where's the fun in
offense.
that?
This
No
might be our
offense.
last one.
We chop
I
liver
agree.
over here?
No offense.
I agree.
You come in on a Monday and Tuesday, and then into Wednesday, and you will see the bureaucracy that is how the sausage is made in terms of splitting out this. I'm just kind of a little bit on 35,000 level, looking at how things are split, and it is everything from payroll to accounts receivable, everything.
It's
And it-
really-
Mileage reimbursements.
So I guess,
So, I'm sorry, and I'm not being helpful at all tonight with I don't know how this 34% increase
it's all good,
meets the town.
but we hired your
65.
position for X amount of, I'm just using your position
Mhm.
because we're talking about it. We hired that position at X amount of dollars. So I guess we need to know what the posted position is in correlation to the increase, because I don't know. This number to me, I don't understand, I guess.
Planning would be
Mhm.
Aaron.
Yeah,
You're
so,
looking at,
but in the select board budget, I have this number. Here I have this number. Put those numbers together, is that the contracted hired wage? Is it different? What's the increase of that? There needs to be a little bit more, I guess, cohesion between the budgets to truly understand the scope of it, because if we're gonna go in and we're gonna merge these two boards, you're gonna try to pass that budget with numbers from here, it's gonna increase people's taxes and they're gonna have a lot of questions, right?
It's gonna be just one.
It'd be see
one
one
budget.
bill, it'd be actually a lot better.
Well, hear me out though. So Ludlow Select Board approves a budget at an increase of 5 or 6%, right?
Right.
And we approve an increase of whatever the percentage is.
Yeah.
Once this budget becomes part of the merged budget, a lot of people that aren't on village are going to understandably have more, they're going to pay more in taxes, aren't they? Because the costs aren't going to the village anymore, the costs are going amongst everybody. So we need to understand the numbers. Does that make sense? Okay, maybe I'm just dumb.
It makes sense.
Okay.
oops.
All right, next
Right.
question, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I think you might be overthinking it just a little bit, Justin.
Yeah.
I think when this is merged together, it's just gonna be easier to figure out.
I mean, a salary's gonna be a salary.
I believe
Salary's
that.
not gonna change.
Yeah.
What I guess I'm getting at is if we approve a 34% increase here on this budget, this budget is gonna be passed by the village.
Right.
If we merge, all these numbers get assumed into the town, which then has to get approved, which is gonna increase that budget substantially.
But my
Are you
thought
saying,
is,
is the select board, was there not, I refresh my memory because I don't have the select board town budget in front of me. Was there not a 34% increase on that line item?
I don't have it in front of me, I
I don't
don't
have it in front of me
believe
either.
so.
Okay.
because that might be,
And the
explain it,
number
because,
that we're looking at isn't the 65-35 split
Mhm.
anyway. I don't
Mhm.
think. Just something to think about. That's
Yeah.
all I'm
Do the
saying.
trustees want me to spend time chasing that one?
I don't need to so much, I feel like a salary is a,
So salary is one of them. Insurances is another piece of it,
Mhm.
obviously, because we're splitting insurances between the town and the village. Almost all of them, really. Advertising,
Legal litigation's pretty. gone up a lot.
supplies. Yes, I think that's an important piece of it. The legal litigation costs going up.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff
Mm-hmm.
Is that select board too, or this is just
The-
village stuff?
The cases that I'm aware of, we're bringing them back to the Development Review Board and hope to resolve them. So the ones that I'm aware of that have been brought on my plate shouldn't be that big of a much.
And that could be also, Aaron, I'm not sure, but because we use a lot more services with our lawyer
Mhm.
to write decisions.
Right.
So I'm assuming that's where that cost is, you guys.
Well,
It should
I'm-
start going down.
I'm rating the decisions now.
That's what I'm saying.
So
But before you got here,
before I got here,
we spent a
we had
lot.
to spend a lot of money on our attorney because
he wrote the decisions, guys, so that should go
of
down.
obvious reasons.
Actually,
So
almost disappeared.
Just, it went from 5,000 to 27.
Because that makes sense, Bob, that's when he was writing
And this-
decisions for us.
this budget, I don't recall some of these numbers. There's been a lot of changes, so I would be more than happy to sit down with Penny to go over my budget, the village.
I only bring your
Mhm.
budget up because it's one of those rare ones that actually cross interfaces
Mhm.
with the two. And I just need to make sense in my brain, and I'm sorry that I'm verbally thinking out loud, but I have to have it make sense to me, especially before I approve anything. Miss Ladd, do you have, I have your computers in here of an increase of $75. Is there a larger increase in the town budget? I have 6,300 written in here, and I don't know if that pertains to your computer budget or not in the town.
So I was not prepared to talk about this tonight. I don't have the town budget in front of me, so I can't answer that question at this time. I haven't seen the town budget for a couple weeks.
I guess what I'm getting at is I want to modernize the planning area. I think it needs it, and I want to get some computers for some of the staff there. And I don't know if there's enough in the budget. The select board budget's already been passed, so you can't put it in there.
Okay.
So you would have to put it in this one.
Absolutely, okay.
And that's
Again,
my opinion.
yep, heard, agree, and maybe we need to clarify if the computer is actually purchasing
Hardware or
hardware
software.
versus the
Correct.
SimQuest thing. So
Correct.
we need to clean that, I need to clean that up a little bit, okay? And we'll do that, and I'll work with Aaron to build another line if need be for some equipment upgrades.
And then the last thing I had for planning was under revenue, the zoning fees. They correlate in line with the zoning fees that I saw in the town budget. Don't we want to, weren't we speaking about increasing the zoning fees for the permits because they're astronomically low? That's not reflected in this budget, is
Right,
it?
right. That is something, again, I would really like to do a lot of community outreach and make people aware of the increases coming before you can get community input on the fees associated with permits before we tell people what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a community bonding experience with it, to figure it out.
That's good. Thank you. That's all the questions I had on the planning.
We do have an equipment line in here, so maybe, Aaron, we need to get together. It's currently sits at 1,260 for equipment.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Streets and highways. Page 4. Streetlight stoplight. Oh, please tell me that we're getting a new stoplight. I think Mr. McNamara promised us one.
Really?
Yeah, he said it was in the works. Is
I
that?
have not heard that one. That did
sorry.
not, that is news to me.
So I see that we're spending 25K a year. We've upped it to 27 here. The thing's breaking a bunch. It's old. What's the cost of a new one?
You already got a new one.
This is the new one?
The lights themselves are fine. The control panel on the pole is already done. That is
So-
a new one.
It's gonna go down maybe in cost. I'm hoping.
Who knows? Possibly, yeah.
Okay. Again, I had questions about, insurance and breakouts of those. Supplies and tools and uniforms are the two I had for Mr. Tarbo.
Supplies and tools.
Number 13 and 14, or 12 and 13.
That is also on the town budget. And your actuals are right in line in there. What do you guys use for uniforms?
Uniforms, it's the pants and the shirts and everything that the guys wear. I don't get them, but they do.
Jackets and gloves
Jackets.
and hard hats and all the things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boots,
Yep.
safety boots.
Garage heating fuel. How do we do that too? Because that's on, we're maximizing it, the budget's being spent.
Yep.
How's it being categorized, I guess? What decides that the village is paying for it versus the town?
When we get a invoice for propane, because that's what the garage is heated with,
Yeah.
propane, I code it as both town and village, and there again, it's that 65-35 split.
That's how that works, okay. Winter salt and sand. You deplete those every year?
Yep.
There was a shortage last year in upstate New York, and I think they ended up paying a
Shortage
premium.
this year.
Already a shortage this year. And you do the bid, I think I remember approving a bid on the select board side. Do we approve a bid on the village side?
No, it's the select board usually does it.
And that's the whole
That's the
winter
whole
sand
thing.
and salt.
Yep.
Got it.
I will say,
In the
it's
winter.
amazing what they do on our street.
Yeah, it sure is.
That sidewalk is clear, almost instantaneously. It's never been like that. I'm just so impressed.
You walk down with the little
I
girls
walk
all the
every
time.
day.
I know, you
I walk
through
every, and I just really want to say that because when I look at these numbers, I go, it doesn't reflect the amount of work behind this, and just keeping us safe. I mean, we let our kids walk down the street, which I think that's important.
Winter salt, we don't put a RFP out for that, we tag onto the state contract. So,
State contract on the salt?
Salt.
On the salt.
those sand, we do put an RFP out for that. yes.
That's right. Thank you, Mr. Tarbell. Village insurance,
On
page 6. Village electric light insurance. Don't they run their own budget? I believe they have their own budget. I think they even have their own charter. Is
They
there,
do.
so maybe you guys might know, is there a reason why we pick up the insurance?
You've been doing it for a long time, too. I wonder,
It's gone up 44.5% this year.
but everything has, the insurance has. But I wonder why you didn't.
I don't know. I know that the boards there are trying to modernize, catch up with the rates, and do a lot of reorganizing. Potentially, it's just always the way it's been. Potentially, it's something to look at. I don't know. But it did pique my interest.
I can ask. Looks like we've paid it in the past.
Yeah, just curious. It
Look
might
how
be in
much
our
workers'
bylaws that
comp's
we
gone
have to
up.
do it. I don't know.
Yeah, look, it's
Look
outrageous.
how much
what-
workers' comp's gone up.
Yeah. Debt management.
What are you on now, which page?
Same page, 6. We own that sidewalk plower outright.
Yep.
No payment on that thing.
Don't.
And it's running well this year? Yeah. It wasn't running well last
Talking
year.
about
but-
the
Knock
track
on wood
list.
so far,
Yeah.
yes.
have a John Deere backup.
Yeah, that really doesn't work. Better than nothing.
That concludes my questions. You guys should look at
So-
the user fee under wastewater operating revenue. Kudos to the wastewater department. You've been busy.
I will
It's
follow
on
up.
page 10. Yeah, the budget for user fees.
Nice.
I will follow up on some of these questions and get you a new number.
Thank you, and I'm sorry to ask maybe questions that are easily answered or maybe caught off guard, but these are the questions that I have if I'm looking through it, and I figure now's the time to ask.
It is a time to ask. Good.
No appropriations for the village, huh?
Let's get up on user fees, unless I'm missing a page. Oh, wait a minute, 10.
Page
Oh.
10, I was gonna say you got 10?
Just didn't go far enough.
I've been busy. That's pretty good.
For
You know,
real.
if we can just get them all paid.
That's right. Trick. Good.
Yeah, I didn't have any more. You, Julie?
No, I think it's great, great questions, great.
So we'll have to have another budget meeting at some point.
Next Monday.
Okay.
Want to do that?
Next Monday.
Next Monday.
What's that date?
Martin Luther King Day.
Oh,
119.
119.
What time?
6 p.m.?
Sure.
I'm fine with it.
So we're down to other business, I guess.
Do you want to
I
go
can-
back to comments from citizens?
That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yes, maybe that's what.
Great,
Yeah.
thank you.
We put that in. Any comments from citizens? Okay, I see none, I hear none. Other business?
We wanted to update you on Parker Ave.
On what?
Parker Avenue.
Parker Avenue. Gene Strong's been coming in.
Yes,
Um,
I'm working on a memorandum of understanding for the owner of 81 Andover Street. There were some shortcomings of prior people in my office with things that were approved. And now residents of Parker Avenue have legitimate concerns about the work that's been going on and that we've been documenting. So in an effort to make sure that everybody's on board and there's no more surprises, we will be issuing some form of a memorandum of understanding to the owner to report back to us before any further work occurs. So I'm happy to go into more detail. Anybody would like that?
Thank you.
Okay.
It was the one that you came out to.
Yeah. I'm on.
We were speaking about the stoplight, and thank you for telling us that the guts in the brain of it have been replaced. Just a couple things. believe I sent you an email a little earlier about flashing pedestrian signs and having a little bit more vehicle-facing identification for people trying to cross the street. I also wanted to stress what I think is the need for a four-way crossing at the main light for pedestrians instead of a joint crossing with other vehicles. So that means all flow of traffic comes to a stop to let pedestrians cross.
It's an issue.
what he's
It's a big
saying is
issue.
Can we
right.
do that with this system?
That'd be a question for Lafayette, or not Lafayette, but
The company there.
the Fossil that does the stoplight and the pedestrian lights. And
I concur with you, Justin, because if you cross, people don't stop.
Intelligent transportation systems.
They don't stop because they have a green
If
light.
you're
Right.
Because
crossing
they're gonna
and
have to figure out
there's-
the,
Or they'll nip you at the heels just trying to drive their vehicle. on
They
top
will,
of you.
but I've had people yell at me with kids, and it
Yeah.
says walk on my side, and they have a green light. So they're mad because I'm crossing with a crosswalk, because it doesn't stop.
It's important.
There's engineering standards associated with that, because with traffic signalization, there's calculations behind that. So you might have to retain some type of engineering study.
But that was like the safe sidewalks. What was that program that we were using?
Safe Streets, probably.
Safe Streets?
That Logan was working on.
Yeah. Because that was helping us.
Logan
To be
could probably
absolutely
answer-
fair, I've been championing a new traffic study because I believe there's too many entrances and exits on Main Street and the mile per hour is too high. You're
That
gonna
could be
smoke
part of it.
somebody coming out of Aubuchon's one day. I've been T-boned coming out of Main and Mountain. It's a dangerous thoroughfare here with too many entrances and exits and too many pedestrians, and it's just law of the jungle out there in terms of vehicles. So anything we can do to get people to slow down and hopefully get people walking is a
You'll
win.
have to do a study for that because the state mandates that, so.
The state does allow us to put crosswalks anywhere we want across the state highway from sign to sign.
Yeah.
And they allow us to set our miles per hour as long as we have a traffic study.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you have the traffic study.
Have to have one. It's very important. We did one a couple years ago and we decided that the mileage, it's 30, so nobody's going usually more than 30, 35. 30's too fast, in my opinion. It should be 25. Anyway, that's my other business. That's all I got for you today.
I might bring up that those flashing speed limit signs as you enter the village that were put in here back in 1902 need to be updated.
Yeah.
And those things, they don't amount to anything.
Mhm. You guys removed the one on High Street finally, right?
That one there is just one.
It's just an old reader?
That's a battery one, I mean, you can't use it in the winter because it's battery, so it's too cold for the battery.
Yeah.
But even the ones that are hooked up, I mean, right up by the fire station, one doesn't even work down on the lower end.
That's right.
They need to be replaced, and they're gonna be expensive, but I would go solar. And you go to Wallingford, or you go to Chester.
Chester.
Yeah, those things, they stand out.
And the state and the feds will reimburse for these types of developments and studies, I do believe.
I don't know about that.
Well,
Fingers crossed.
when there's money left. I would
Yes.
suggest coordinating with Julie Hance, Chester's town manager, and the Regional Planning Commission in trying to determine a way to fund this study. Ask Julie how she got, because Chester, they have fantastic, in my opinion, pedestrian safety, signalization. Ask them how they got there and go from there.
Mhm. It's a good starting point.
I just had one question before you stop this. Since Ron's here, is it at all possible, I know it can't happen without something happening, but to make Prospect Street eventually that way forever, or no?
Yeah, somebody else asked me that too, and I think it, you have to go through Penny and
Develop an
you guys
ordinance.
could,
Just a
probably
thought,
have a
just-
public
yeah.
hearing and,
Yeah.
Just a thought to get
you guys
people,
have the power.
Write an ordinance.
Write an ordinance, right?
because it has really helped a lot on that street.
Right.
That's always been a tough
Because we back, our house backs up to it, and
tough intersection.
that was a great call.
It's almost parallel.
It's,
but not quite. You can't see out of your mirror, you can't see what's coming,
They can't.
unless it's night, right?
That's right.
And people aren't going up Doug Road as much anymore, since you've done that. Because they used to come up from those houses that they built, and now they can't.
They're not supposed to be going up. from
No,
those.
that new house that they just put in on Doug Road, they were coming up because it's easier, especially during
Because
ski
they cut through
season.
that way.
Yeah,
all
they
the
weren't-
time.
They weren't supposed to either. They're,
Right.
And I knew that because you had told them that before. You even put another
when
sign
they
up.
got their driveway permit, their access permit, it was to exit.
Yep.
And when I talked to them, they said absolutely they were allowed to go up there. Because I mentioned that last year, and I said they never were told that.
No.
They weren't told that on zoning either. But thank you.
Well, they can do it as long as they don't get caught.
Yeah, hurt somebody.
I have a question about pedestrian. We have a crosswalk down by the library. It's not accessible in the winter.
Yeah, the Veterans Park one.
Yeah. At Veterans Park.
The one at the park,
Um,
I,
Is that something we could do, or if it's not feasible, maybe we could move that sidewalk so you do have a legal crosswalk?
You guys were aware of that a few months ago, but then that ice storm happened. Were you maintaining that earlier?
no.
I want to say that, didn't we talk about this before?
Those sidewalks in that park have never been plowed in the winter,
Right.
and, I don't know why.
They might be.
They
I don't
should- they should
even
be.
know if they're wide enough, Ron.
They should be.
I'm just asking.
Not for the
And
tractors.
not all of them, but
Yeah, they're pretty narrow.
if you had one way through, and that also pedestrian-wise, that gives good access to the gazebo.
So, can I say something? I will just chip in here. I will remind us that we did win the Better Connections grant to do a village master plan study.
Mm.
They
Yep.
will include access management, pedestrian safety, all of the above. I just got the draft grant agreement today, so I'm gonna be reviewing that with Attorney Callahan, and then I have to issue a request for proposals for engineering and consultant services. And a lot of it will be a lot of community outreach to discuss these shortcomings that we need to address in our village area. So
Yep.
that's gonna be over the next, hopefully, month or two before we start ramping that up.
Awesome.
It's a great idea.
Yep.
Yep.
Bus stop in town would be great too.
I was just put on the board of directors for the mover, so
Please put a stop.
where
in
would you
town.
like it?
Well, we have people, that visit,
Mhm.
that live right here in town, and they have to walk all the way up to the fire station to catch the bus to Rutland.
Okay.
Or they have to walk
Yep.
all the way down somewhere to catch the bus to Springfield or Bellas Falls. And it's just weird that we don't have a stop in the village of Ludlow.
Okay.
I think,
Noted.
I don't know, it'd be nice to have one.
Another good point. Municipal manager updates.
Some personnel stuff. And then conducting mid-year appraisals with department heads, focusing on operations, standard operating protocols, discussing revenue generation, and eventually, hopefully, building, utilizing their standard operating guidelines or SOPs, building then, or feeding into condition assessment report, which kind of sets the stage for capital investment.
Did you, Eric, did you hear that?
Speaking his language.
It's nice.
So,
It's a celebratory day.
I'm speaking his language. So,
he's clapping.
Look at him clapping.
I have a question.
All right,
I've
Eric,
heard
we
of
got
some water projects, and should we be thinking about sewer projects to go along with those while the streets are dug up?
we are water sewer projects, working with A&E on, they're willing to submit for us through the water financing program. But we'd also like to couple the water projects for Lower High Street, Pleasant Street Extension, and Thompson Orion. There's two of those that also need sewer line replacement. each one of those are about, well, at least Thompson and Ryan, close to $1 million. Lower High Street, $835,000, another $1 million for all intents and purposes. And then the Pleasant Street one is a 8-inch water main, and that was $600,000.
You know when those pipes were laid?
Well before any of us were here.
News article, 1898. I found it,
It's even
clipped it out.
older than me.
1898.
So
50 years older. than
Lower
me.
High Street
But we won't say your age.
would also need storm
Yes,
upgrades,
Yes.
stormwater upgrades.
yep.
Yeah.
Because there isn't any storm drain to speak of.
Mhm.
And I thought at one point I'd heard that the stormwater drain was smaller there than what we have coming down Upper High Street where we replaced in the cemetery. Is that true? Or, I don't know, Ron, I just,
I
I
don't
heard-
remember, to be honest with you. Next summer, we can check that out.
Yeah, just,
I thought it was 12 inch, the same as what comes up. Upper High Street and also Gill Terrace.
and, okay. So we should be working, if we're gonna dig the street up, let's get it all done, not
Too many times we have done
Mhm.
one and not the other.
one and not the other, and then I pave the street, and then
Water main break.
the other comes through, and we gotta
Yeah, yeah. Thompson and Orion, neither one of those has any storm.
Nope.
Should they? I mean, they're catching it now, and we did
Sure.
Upper High Street, they're catching at the corner, but it still runs the
We'll
whole
catch at the
length.
corner. I mean, you could add on to them when you do that. It might be, you'd have to tie it into the High Street one.
Yeah. Just
Where
a
does it go
thought.
now? It just
Got it.
wakes off that hill down to the Black River?
It comes all the way down to High Street and goes down.
Goes down High Street instead of
The
going.
High Street, we did add, before we did that project,
Didn't have any.
that did not have any. And we've added catch basins, drains there.
Yeah, there's a lot of water coming off that cemetery area.
They did a good job with that,
Yeah,
fixing
really.
that.
Just thoughts.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
We're doing all of it. So date for next meeting is Monday, but the next meeting would be February 3rd,
Yes,
regular meeting,
regular meeting.
2026.
I'm good.
And then we're gonna have one next Monday to finish the budget.
Yeah.
We've all signed warrant orders. Do we need an executive session?
I do not.
No.
Number 8,
All right. Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Thank you,
all
Ron.
in favor?
Thanks, Ron.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Ron.